Hey, welcome to another episode of Rah Kitchen. Today I'm going to be talking about something that goes hand in hand with cooking, which is fresh ingredients. Outside of my house I used to have a luscious garden, but over the winter, and we had a bad winter this one, what was it, like -10, almost -20 at times, and it killed everything in my garden. So I have to start all the way over. I have to do some cleanup work. I have to repot some stuff, get some new type of plants. I have to also redo the land and get all the weeds and grass and things that grew in time of me focusing on my music. So I got to do a bunch of work out here. Plus some of the structures broke down and everything got messed up through the storms and tornado warnings and things like that out here in the Midwest. But let's go to the kitchen and check out the next part of my plan. Well, the first part to the plan. Now, my first step is to regrow some of the stuff that I had in my garden. Some of those things out there should pick back up as the season changes. I'm just have to go out there and put on my my watering spout so it can refresh in the garden, and things that died and things that are perennial, they will come back. But for the rest of the things, I'm gonna have to prune some to get rid of some dead parts. I'm also have to till the land and get rid of all the weeds and the grass that grew all over the place, and try to save some of my woodchucks. Now the first thing that I'm going to grow is honeydew melon. Now most of the time when you're collecting seeds from fruits, people usually just take it right out the lemon or the orange or whatever, and they put it right into some water or something. That's where you go wrong. The first thing you need to do is tell that seed that it is time to start the process of growing. If it came from out of a wet fruit and you put it right into a wet napkin or something to grow it, some of the times certain plants, certain seeds don't work out like that. You have to dry it out first. So what I first did was I took the honeydew melon, placed the seeds out on the napkin, dried it all out for a couple hours, took some of the gook and the gooey stuff off the inside, dried it out some more for a couple more hours. Now the seeds are ready. Now they've been sitting to the side, all dry, ready to go. Now that I have the seeds dry and ready, I want to begin potting. So I bought some soil to start. Yeah, it should be ready like this. Some little seeds. And as well as I saved up some nutrients for the plants. Eggshells and some other compost stuff I saved up. I'm gonna put that under the dirt and put the dirt over the top of that. But for the main part, for each individual plant, I figured I would save these water bottles and use them as potting plants to start off with. So let's get right to it. First thing you want to do is remove half of the bottle. Doesn't matter how far up. So I'm gonna go about halfway to give me a little room to put dirt, because this is just a starter pot. So after they start to grow, start to show signs of sprouting, and the leaves start to come, I can repot them in bigger pots. So I figured, why throw all of these away when I can use them as my starter pots? Cut these in half. Perfect. Starter pot. Put a little dirt in this. Get a couple of them ready. I'll save the back.
Breakthrough.
Now the first step is complete. With those melons, honeydew melons, I'm going to be getting some more fruits and vegetables to put out in the garden, but I also need more space. Unfortunately, where I live at, the digging room is too short. Plus, my plot of land is right by the water main line and stuff, so I can't be digging like that because I have pipes and cables right there for everybody water and stuff right where my backyard section is, my little land is. So I have to come up with other ways. I'm thinking about making a box. Making a box about 2 feet off the ground and filling it with dirt and put some stuff in there too. Once they grow, I put them outside, and I can also make a little small scale type of dome to protect them so they can grow for the weather and stuff, because it's pretty windy and rainy out here around that. So I have watermelons out there. I have to check on that plant, see if I can revive it or just get a new one. I have 2 plum trees, 2 pear trees, and 2 cherry trees. I have to check on those, grow them, revive them, get some plant food, and everything has to come back to life. Thanks for watching this episode of Rah Kitchen, where we talked about the #1 thing that a chef cares about is fresh ingredients. And we'll see you next time.